Hey, this is Joe Luciano, owner of the Danvers Homes website and realtor with Bentley's Real Estate. Today I'm going to go over the Danvers real estate market, what it's like living in Danvers, and whether or not you should consider moving to Danvers, Massachusetts. This is the fourth town overview I've done, so check out my channel to see all the others I've uploaded so far. I've been revising the structure as I've gone along, so in the structure of this video, I'm going to break it down into 2 to 3 different parts. The first part being the Danvers real estate market, then what it's like living in Danvers, which will be combined with whether or not you should consider moving to Danvers. I'll leave time codes in the description below so you can jump around to whichever part you're interested in. Starting off with the Danvers real estate market. Here are the year-over-year numbers for the single-family market in Danvers. There were 203 single-family sales in 2022, which is down 29 from the year before, in which we saw 232 single-family sales. The average sale price of those single-family homes was $675,205, which is actually down from the average of 2021 by a little bit over 1%. I also like to look at the average sale price per square foot. I think it helps in the case of there being more larger homes selling compared to smaller homes, which would sway the average sale price but not necessarily fully paint the picture of the overall market. There's no such thing as a perfect metric, but I think combined with average sales price, average price per square foot, and the total number of sales, it helps give an overall idea of what's going on in the market. The average sale price per square foot in Danvers for single family homes was $344, which is actually up from $336, which is only an increase of 2.42%. Between single families and condos in Danvers, single family sales made up 2/3 of the total number. We saw a total of 99 condo sales in Danvers last year. That's down 6 from the year before at 105. The average sale price of the condo sales was $469,354, which is up nearly 13% from 2021, or nearly a $54,000 increase. Certainly a different picture from what we saw in the single family market. The condo sale price per square foot also increased, going from $320.66 to $345.36. That's an increase of 7.7%. There were roughly 300 sales in Danvers between single families and condos, 2/3 of those being single family homes. There was a decrease in the total number of sales across the board. Prices for single family homes in Danvers were pretty much flat from the year before, while condos saw a much more noticeable increase, nearly 13%. So that covers the numbers for last year, but we're currently in the first week of February in 2023, so here's where we currently stand in Danvers. As of filming this video on February 2nd, there's a total of 15 listings active right now, 12 of those being single family homes and 3 of them being condos. The average price of those single family homes comes out to $844,799, which is considerably higher than the average sale price we saw last year in the single family market. Of those 12 single family listings, 3 of those are new from within the past week. 3 more of them have been on for less than 2 weeks. 3 more of those have been on for less than a month. And then the remaining 3 have all been on for more than a month. Of the 3 condo listings, because there's so few, it's pretty easy to run through them. The first one had been on for about a month, and then there's 2 more that have been on for roughly 2 months. So currently the Danvers real estate market isn't what I would describe as stale, as most of these listings seem to be moving. Out of the 15 total listings, none of them have been active for more than 100 days. Also to note, 15 total listings for a town isn't too bad compared to the neighboring towns, especially for this time of year where we're still waiting for that spring market inventory to kick in. So now that we've covered the Danvers real estate market, I'm going to transition more into what it's like living in Danvers and some of the highlights of Danvers. For people looking to get outside, you have Endicott Park, where you'll also find Glen Magna Farms, a historic estate and popular wedding venue that you can also tour the gardens during the weekdays. Right there on Forest Street, you also have the dog park right next door to Endicott Park, and across the street you have Whipple Hill for all of the hikers out there. Still outdoors, we have the Danvers Rail Trail, over a 4-mile path linking schools, downtown Danvers, parks, residential areas, and trails in the neighboring towns of Peabody, Wenham, and Topsfield. For all of the boaters out there, you have the Danvers Port Marina, full of amenities overlooking the harbor, part of another popular venue for events being Danvers Port. For all of the history buffs out there, you have the Salem Village Historical historical district, including several properties notable for their ties back to the Salem witch trial, including the Rebecca Nurse Homestead in Danvers, which has since been converted into a museum. Danvers has a lot going on in terms of restaurants and businesses, mostly along Route 114 and at the Liberty Tree Mall. There's almost certainly something for everyone. Also, something to note about living in Danvers are the neighboring towns of Salem, Beverly, and Peabody, all of which offer a ton in their own right. Now, if you're considering moving to Danvers, here are a few things you should definitely know. Danvers can be busy. As of the most recent US Census, Danvers has a population of nearly 28,000 people, with nearly 11,000 households. Now, a great part of living in Danvers, though, is its access to major highways, and it's super commutable. Danvers has direct access to Route 95, 128, Route 1, and 114. Along these busier roads is where a lot of the commercial and industrial space is located. And something to note too about 114 Route 1 is you can expect a little bit more traffic there considering the number of businesses and commercial space there. Being 20 miles north of Boston, it's only about a 30-minute drive into the city. For public transportation, they have a bus that runs from Liberty Tree Mall into Salem, to which you could then take the commuter rail into Boston, all of which is about an hour endeavor. Personally, I think Danvers is really drivable. Salem and Peabody, for example, are a little bit more of a chore driving in and out of, whereas I feel like Danvers is much easier going, and it's not too much of a headache driving around in Danvers. If you've enjoyed the video, a like would be greatly appreciated. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, as I plan to go into much further depth in not only Danvers, but also the North Shore in general. I post new videos every Friday, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below of where you think the Danvers real estate market is heading. Also, drop a comment on where you'd like to see me cover next. Follow me on Instagram at Joe's Homes. All of my links and contact info can be found in the description below. I'm also going to try to put some useful links for people that are interested in Danvers and are interested in reading more about Danvers in the description below, including to my website, Danvers Homes. If you're in the market to buy or sell a home in Danvers or nearby, give me a shout. I'm your guy. But until then, thanks so much for watching.